Hey, what's going on? Erik Cortina here. Today I have Dale here. He's a friend of mine. Dale is wanting to enter into the long range game. How much experience do you have shooting, let's just say 500 yards?
I've only shot over 500 yards once.
Once. What was that like?
Yeah, I was pleased with my results. Okay. I was able to get on target fairly easily and hit over 75% of my...
That's really good.
Yeah.
What is long range? Let's talk about that. A lot of people don't consider 500 yards to be long range, and I would agree. However, I believe long range is relative to the shooter. I understand, 500 is mainly considered mid-range. However, it is a long range for most shooters. Most shooters are used to 100 yards, maybe 200. 500, it's a long shot. Okay, so we're gonna call that long range. Would you agree with that? That it's long range for you?
For me, yes, definitely.
Yeah. So it's at some point, if you keep doing this, then you'll say, well, that's not that long of a shot. Then we go to 1,000, right? But for now, 500 yards. To me, 500 yards is a really good distance for you to get good at shooting long range, because it throws in the wind. It throws in obviously enough drop that if you're off, you're going to be, if you don't have your stuff dialed in properly, you're going to be off. However, it's still close enough that the wind is not going to absolutely make you miss the target. You can still hit the target pretty regularly. So I think it's a good distance to build confidence and to work on your fundamentals. Okay, wind reading, all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to have you kind of get on target first, because I don't know how good your dope is on your rifle. Dope stands for data obtained on previous engagements. I know you're shooting factory ammo.
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you shoot on target, and then I'm gonna have you shoot the electronic target. We'll do a group and see how it groups. What ammo did you bring?
It's a Hornady match, 147 grain.
Okay. We'll shoot that, and I brought some Berger 140 hybrids. We'll let you shoot that as well and see what your rifle likes the best. And since you're not hand loading for this rifle, we'll just look at the factory offerings and see what's best. Because 500 yards, if you can get the rifle to shoot as tight as possible, it's going to be easier. I mean, it's true for any distance, but especially 500. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to work. Okay, Dale. We got to establish a profile for your rifle because you don't have any dope. So I'm just going to call it, this is Ballistics. It's a free program. If you only do one rifle, it's free. If you want to do more than one, then you got to pay for it. But it's a great value. So sight in height, we're going to go with about 2.2 inches. Zero range, 100 yards?
Yes, 100 yards.
Okay. Elevation, offset, nothing. Barrel twist, what's your barrel twist? Do you know? It's a 6.5. I'm going to go with it 1 1/8.
That's what I think that's it. That's correct.
Okay. And muzzle velocity. Do you know what is the box state?
The box says 26.95.
26.95. Okay. Okay. We're going to do it in MOA. Is that an MOA scope?
It's a mil.
Mil. Okay. MRAD. Okay. Vital size. Okay. So, and the bullet we're going to select, and it's just a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Right.
Okay. And it's a Hornady. And 147 grain. Okay. Hornady. EOD match, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there you have it. 26.95 is what they claim.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We're going to go with that. So now we're going to go to competition. It's the one I prefer. Before we do that, we're going to go to weather. We're going to go down here to this button, select that, and we're going to select San Antonio. We're going to use that and that. That's going to use our density, altitude, temperature, all that good stuff. Here we are, and we're going to do 500 yards. 2.7 mils up.
Okay.
So if you do 2.7, that'll get you really close.
Okay.
You should be able to hit that IPSIG, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
So go ahead and put in your dope. And for wind, there's very little wind right now, so I'm just gonna have you hold center.
Okay.
And just go for that IPSIG target. There's 2 shots on that target. Hold for the one in the middle, right in the center of that IPSIG. We're also gonna get your speed on that chronograph so we can true up your velocity. Impact. You hit lower right corner. You see that?
I saw it, but I didn't see where it impacted.
Okay, so it's lower right corner. I know the target tilted down. So I'm gonna say come up 2/10 on your scope. 2 clicks up. You held that center?
Sorry?
You held that center?
Yeah, I held dead center.
Okay, come left 2/10. Yeah, because that went upwind. That should not have went upwind.
You said 1/10, correct?
2.
2?
2/10. Yeah, one more. Okay. We have some wind now, but it's okay. Still hold center.
Okay.
Perfect. Good shot. I think we're pretty well centered up.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much where you aimed?
Right where I aimed.
Perfect. Good shot. All right, now I'm gonna have you move over to the electronic target, and I want you to give me 10 shots. Just hold center the whole time. Go ahead and load your mag. If you prefer a single feed, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and get a baseline, see how good that rifle shoots, so we have a expectation. Ready when you are, Dale. Just hold center on that black target. Good. Keep shooting. Good shot. All right, so here's your target. Okay. .89 inches, 7 1/4 wide, 7.59 tall. Pretty big group.
Yeah.
I think a lot of your, I don't think that's a representation of how the rifle shoots. I was looking at your setup and pretty wobbly.
Yeah.
So I think we need to address that before we go any further.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you try this bag.
Okay.
Instead. You're too low to the ground, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel too low. I don't feel comfortable.
We're gonna lift this bipod. Just get on target. And I'm gonna have you fold this bag.
Okay.
Like this. Okay, and see if you can get on target. If you need to go higher or lower, you let me know. How's that, Dale?
Much better.
Better? Okay, so that's going to give you a lot more stability. Go ahead and we're not loaded, right?
Yes, we're unloaded.
Unload it. Okay. Go ahead and dry fire a couple of times. Here, let me move that bag. You flipped it over. You want it like this.
Okay.
And just kind of work the rifle down in there. Does it need to be higher, lower? Where do you need to be?
I'm pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, perfect. So let's work on that. I also see that you have a lot of, so we're gonna tighten this.
Okay.
This bipod, so you don't have any more cant. Is that more solid?
Yes.
Yeah. So you had it loose, right? So the rifle was doing this.
Yeah.
So you want to minimize movement as
Right.
much as possible. Is that better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. Load up 5 more rounds. As of right now, we have an average of 26.30, so it's slower than the box. Okay, so this is what it looks like now.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get any better. Well, it actually got worse. Well, there's that one shot. So that one's the same, but then you had that one shot down here. Your extreme spread is 62. So I think the ammo has a lot to do with this.
Okay.
How did that feel?
A lot more solid. It's still, when I shoot, it's still bouncing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the impact, but then whenever I reset my thing, it's adjusted. I have to find the target again.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay. I'm gonna have you shoot some burger ammo and see if there's a difference in group size. Okay, Dale, go ahead and shoot the electronic target again. 5 shots. This is with burger 140 grain hybrids. Just hold center. I expect you to be able to hit the target. It's a different bullet, different everything, but we'll see how it does. Yep, you're good. Keep going. One, 2, 3, and then you came back down 4, 5. So that's why I was asking if you were comfortable, because it seemed like you were climbing and then you kind of went back down. Let's do 5 more. Go ahead, Dale. Give me 5 shots. Center hold. Okay. So now you had a horizontal pattern. Still big group. But now you kind of went sideways. Earlier you were vertical.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, if you don't mind, I'm gonna load 5 and I'll shoot it.
Okay.
And then see if there's a difference.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's you, Dale. I just want to rule out the possibility.
I think it is.
All right, I'm gonna let the rifle cool down and then we'll try it again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot Dale's rifle just to see if it makes any difference. I put 3 clicks down, 3/10 down, because he was trending high. The sun's coming up. All right. Okay, so this bipod's a problem. When I shoot, it collapses because it doesn't have notches. It just has the thumb wheel that you tighten. So that's why you were having to reset it every time, Dale.
It's twisting?
Well, when it torques, it actually pushes in, so it changes the height. That's why you were having such a hard time with it. There it goes again. Also getting mirage off that. It's off the suppressor. A lot of mirage coming off the suppressor. It's hard to shoot. All right, Dale. So after the first shot that I figured out the bipod was doing its funny thing, then I managed to get them a little better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
7 1/4 or 7 3/4, 8-inch group. If I add the first one, it's 12 1/2. So the bipod is an issue.
Okay.
Every time you shoot, this foot collapses.
Okay.
Because it torques that way and it pushes in, and you can watch it if I push.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
That's why you were having such a hard time every time. Also, when you're trying to shoot, I was noticing if you put pressure on it, it starts to collapse really slowly. So
okay.
that's I think a new bipod is in order.
Okay.
Suppressor. We may have to try it with a brake, simply because
the mirage
or a cover.
Okay.
You know. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. I just don't think this is going to be as it is, a setup that's going to give you reliable results.
Okay.
This and it's just going to prove to be very frustrating. So, if we were not shooting in the electronic target right now, and actually seeing the groups,
right,
and you were trying to hit the metal targets,
mm-hmm,
you would think it's you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it would be very frustrating. It would lead you to believe that you just simply can't shoot that far. And I don't know, it may actually even have you consider not ever shooting long range again. So at this point, we need to work on the rifle. Again, I'm glad we're shooting at the E-target. That's why I like to start with the electronic target, because you want to know what the rifle can do. I'm trying to eliminate, at this point, the shooter, or isolate the shooter and the equipment.
Right. And
that rifle is just, at this moment, not good enough to shoot long range.
Okay.
If we're shooting the metal targets, you'd continue missing. You might hit one or two and then miss the others, and then what ends up happening is you'd see it miss real high and you dial low.
Right.
And then you go low and you dial up, and then you just chase your tail the whole day. So, but that's part of it, you know.
Yeah.
That's part of shooting long range. You want to quantify the equipment. If it's not good enough, we fix the equipment. For now, I would upgrade the bipod. That's the one thing that sticks out immediately. Okay. Everything else, the ammo, I don't know. We'll try different ammo. That ammo works. You know, both brands of ammo that we shot through this rifle should have done well. Maybe the suppressor, we'll try a brake, and if that doesn't improve, we'll try some hand loads. See how it does. Yeah. Maybe a lighter bullet. These are 140s and 147s. Maybe a 130.
Right.
You know, sometimes that's just what it takes.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes just the twist is just not right for those heavy bullets. All right, so before we completely give up, I got some burger hand loads with 130 grain burger. We're gonna try that on this rifle. Maybe it just doesn't like the heavier bullets. We got to rule that out before we do anything else, since we're already here. So, all right, Dale, go ahead, hold center, and give me 5 good shots. So look at that.
Yeah.
So you were telling me how you like to shoot heavy bullets. Well, turns out your rifle doesn't.
Right.
These are 130 grain bullets. The 5th one is the one that went out, but up until that point, you had a 2-inch, 2.18 group at 500 yards.
Wow.
The fifth one brought it to 4.81 inches. That's still sub MOA at 500 yards. So, you know, sometimes we want to shoot heavy bullets. The rifles don't.
Right.
So you got to feed them what they want. In your situation, Berger 130 is a much better option than the Hornady 147s or even the Berger 140s.
Right.
So, now we know.
Yep.
Turns out
amazing.
Turns out you can shoot.
Just beginning to wonder.
That's
beginning
good
to
news. Good job. All right, Dale. We couldn't leave without trying the 130s. I had a suspicion that that might do the trick, and it did.
Yes.
So, still, I would address the bipod issue. I would get a cover for the suppressor, but the Berger 130s is the only bullet I would shoot in that rifle going forward. Simply because, as you saw, the first 4 shots you had them in half MOA.
Right.
The wind is now has picked up, so it went sideways. It may have been the wind. Either way, you were still sub 1 MOA.
Right.
And again, with that bipod, that setup, the rear bag, I would get something like that. That's a wee bed, tater tot.
Mm-hmm.
That just, it's a lot more stable.
Right.
And then you can kind of change the height easily. As you saw, you can squeeze, you can release. So, good news is you can't shoot. Good job.
I was beginning to wonder.
So anyway, I'm glad we tried that. Now it's going forward, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I will give you the load for those. I have it back at the shop.
Okay.
Because I know you load your own ammo.
Yes, I do.
You may want to load exactly what I have.
Yeah.
And going forward, that's going to give you a really good starting point. Now, that's just, you can try changing the load, but I don't know why you would. It shoots pretty darn good.
It's proven.
It's proven. All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tonight I'm feeling me, gonna make an ugly scene. Tonight